Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all my friends. How are you doing? Okay, so give me a thumbs up. Today, as promised, I said that I was going to make sure that you are going to have an opportunity to ask questions, to communicate with me and connect with me. And I am trying to figure out how to make this live. So let's see if I can do this. Just give me one moment. You on Facebook? All right, let's see. I'm working out the kinks, everyone. As I said, my equipment is under construction. So we shall see how this goes. So just bear with me. Let me see if I can take this one out. All right. A lot of tabs open right now, so I am seeing if this works. Let's see. All right, let's edit privacy, public. All right, we are tuning in and checking out to see how everything is. So I welcome you to comment in below and ask your questions. I've dedicated a time slot enough to see how everybody is and what they want to know. The panel is open and it is public. So by all means, feel free to ask away. I want to be honest and transparent and as authentic as promised. So for those of you who don't know, welcome. My name is Andrea Mason. I am your first choice, your global voice, alumna of Dr. Les Brown and the creator and innovator of Press Play, Plan Life According to You, where I bridge the gap from where you are to where you deserve to be, as well as making sure that I always act with integrity as I make sure that I am answering the questions as deemed fit and be available to you. So I welcome everybody to this live event, and I am learning the tricks and trades of this platform, that of StreamYard. So if you have any questions, by all means, type it in the chat below or comment, and I will be able to see what you have in store for me. Right now, it is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Some of you are just waking up. Some of you are headed to bed. And I just wanted to give an opportunity because in our busy lives, we are constantly making sure that we are dotting our I's and crossing our T's. But at the same token, we want to make sure that we recognize, be grateful, appreciate, and be thankful for those who have great impact in our lives. So I've got a few announcements coming up down the pipe. I'm in the finishing stages of my book, which I'm extremely excited for. I have some available opportunities for individuals as well as groups as far as what I am coaching. Pardon me, my throat is a little dry. As well as I believe if I marked it, I believe I am 4 videos or 5 videos shy of hitting 1,000 videos on YouTube. And so I'm really excited about my progress. I'm really excited about my success. And I just really want to help people. It has been an amazing journey. I have met amazing individuals along the way, and I have been able to speak virtually on all continents. And it's just been an amazing journey. When you think about it, I was kind of at a crossroads because everything shut down in the world. And I had so many plans put into place and figuring out what I was going to do. and how I was going to do it. And, what has happened was just amazing in that I was able to follow my heart and not the herd and nor the herd, and really put into place what I'm truly passionate about. And what I'm passionate about is each and every one of you, learning about you, helping you bridge that gap from getting you from where you are to where you want to be, walking beside you as your accountability coach, providing you with speaking events on various topics, and making sure that I am being there for you. Many times we depend on people, and what usually occurs is that the people close to us don't show up. They don't understand, they don't know how to respond, they don't know, what is going on. And so it's concerning when people don't have the support of their family, their inner tribe, or their close friends. And what's been amazing on my virtual journey is that I have connected with a lot of individuals across the borders, across the waters that I have not even met, that have truly stuck out and provided support, nurturance, love, and guidance. And to receive that in itself is just amazing, in that it truly talks about how we are closer than we anticipate. For me, there has been individuals where I have connected and we were able to resonate on various different levels. There have been individuals that have made me laugh. There's individuals that I shed tears with. There's individuals that, when I was fearful, that stuck beside me. And then there were individuals that, were there for a reason, there for a season. And so it's been truly humbling to know that regardless of where you're at in life, someone, somewhere, somehow is able to relate. So I'm just doing a sound check. I'm going to check my mobile device to see if I'm coming across loud and clear. And I encourage the viewers out there to share this on your page, and subscribe and connect with me. So just give me one moment. I'm doing a sound check. Share this on your page. Okay, so it is working. I believe there is a little bit of delay, but that is all right. It is public, and I am, able to connect with you. How many of you out there have experienced some trials and tribulations? How many of you out there have experienced fear and doubts? How many of you at one point in your life have really exceeded your potential only to realize, either a few moments short or a few steps short, you felt like you were winded? You felt like you just had no outlet. You felt exhausted. You felt drained. Well, I want to be here to tell you that you're not alone. In many avenues and steps in my journey, I have felt that as well. I have been putting my pedal to the metal and grinding, and have experienced turmoil, downward spirals, ups, downs, the roller coaster ride of life. But that's all part of it. It's a part of the journey that I call press play, plan life according to you. And in this journey, we have the capability of being the pilot, if you will, or the director in our own movie. And one of the biggest challenges or opportunities that we face that are difficult is that of taking accountability and responsibility. When we take accountability and responsibility, we really reflect, and we kind of get a sense of reality, if you will. You know, a lot of us in times of turmoil and frustration, pardon me, we want to point the finger. We want to do the blame game. We want to, we experience shame. But that at any point is a time where we figure out what we are doing, what we are about. Because when we play the blame game or shame game, we're not taking 100% of accountability for our actions. But if you think about it, who else is at fault? We decide if we are going to get angry. We decide if we are going to get mad. We decide if we are going to get frustrated. We are the ones that are making the decisions to really decide or choose not to decide on what we're about. We can't blame others for the thoughts in our mind. We can't blame others for our emotions. We don't have the right to judge others. That's not in our role. That's not in our wheelhouse. We are only responsible for the reflection in the mirror. And when we own up to that reflection and we take accountability and we take responsibility, that is when everything changes. We realize, you know what, maybe I perceived that individual's mannerisms because I didn't face my past. My past continued to chase me. I portrayed that individual as falling into that category, setting up myself for failure, putting that individual in the category, oh, he or she is just like that person who did me wrong. When we go into life and we can make these connections with individuals, we must be mindful that everyone is different. Everyone has a different story. See, we all have this book of life, and it's a matter of which chapter each individual is in. Are they in the beginning stages of personal development? Are they in the beginning stages of grief? Are they in the beginning stages of heartache, suffering, betrayal? Have they just experienced such trauma and drama in their lives that they haven't fully developed, healed, or been able to feel the repercussions of what is happening? Be mindful of what you're encountering when you enter any relationship, whether that relationship is personal, professional, familial, in a business partnership, or even in society. I have done this in the past and have realized that I was accountable and responsible for the mishaps and misunderstandings of certain relationships. On the other side of the coin, as having decades of social work and psychology, I had realized that the individuals I was maintaining a space with, that I was developing and that I was connecting with, were either ones that were filling a void or ones that were just what I like to call self-soothing for that moment in time, filling a gap, if you will, in my areas of life that I needed them, whether it be a maternal figure, matriarchal figure, father, paternal figure, or what have you. And we must be mindful that we are not bringing the baggage of our past to our present. When we are able to do that, getting back to what I said, you are able to be mindful and reflect on what has happened to you in your life. Think about your life. Take a moment. Think about your life right now on how you have acquired and perceived the areas of life in your situation? Is there someone that you have misled, broken a promise you made to them, not followed through, not shown up, not given your all? I say this many times in my videos. I say, I am not about giving less than 100%. And I'm not about receiving anything less than 100%. When I walk the journey with individuals that I coach, mentor, or the individuals that I'm speaking to, I let them know that I'm going all in. Because time, as I said, is a precious gift. Time cannot be wasted. Time cannot be returned, nor shall time be taken advantage of. And your presence is the gift you gift to others. Your presence in all aspects of the word, your observation, your effective listening, your effective communication, your whole mind, body, and spirit, as well as being intentional and attentive. Everybody in this life, in this world, has the right to be respected, unconditionally loved, and heard. When you make an agreement or you connect with somebody and you say to them, I will be there, I will show up, be mindful that your name is attached to it. That what you say, that your word is your bond. Sure, life gets in the way, obstacles happen, life occurrences occur. But have the dignity and respect to let someone know, should those incidents arise, to be honest and transparent that something has come up and your genuine, sincerest apologies for not fulfilling your word, your bond. Another area that I truly believe is important that I live by is vulnerability and transparency. If you look at my list of coaches and or mentors and or influencers, to my personal experience connecting with each and every one of them, they have held up their own. And if they hadn't or weren't able to hold up their own, then they justified and provided me, to my knowledge, again, I can't make assumptions, but they provided me with their reasonings. Now, I don't believe people have to explain themselves to you. I don't need to explain myself to you. But what I do need to do as an individual, as a coach, a professional speaker, as someone who has experience over 2 decades and degrees in social work and psychology, as a certified entrepreneur, as a certified professional organizer, my duty, my due diligence, I do have the right to be vulnerable and transparent on what my morals, ethics, values, and beliefs are. For I should never assume that you know what they are, nor should I assume you know who I am. You know that cliche, if you assume, you make an A out of you and me. So be diligent with asking questions. That's why I've opened my panel and blocked off some time today for you to be transparent, to be vulnerable, to allow and give the opportunity to those who support me on every angle, those who have been there from day one and continue to walk the journey. I've given my time to dedicate to you to ask questions, to allow you to ask what's in store for me, to ask me whatever it may be. I show up. I am the one here, just shy of maybe 30 seconds, that has scheduled and put on my calendar 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the US to dedicate and block off some time to be and share with you live. Now, I do have an evening segment for those on the other side of the world or those who are unable to at 7 p.m. this evening. And that is also true and valid for this evening, because I know we are in the United States, people are traveling. It's the summer. And people, those below the equator, are coming up north to enjoy their holidays. And that's okay. I am making sure I am available to you. Not everybody's going to join. Not everybody's going to participate. Not everybody's going to ask questions. But as a global influence, as a global voice, your global voice, as a professional, what you see is what you get. There is no filter. There is no excuses, just results. And if you are able to provide that act of integrity, the act of genuinity and authenticity, then I give you a thumbs up. The great mentors I have learned and spoken with, coaches, mentors, influencers, in person and virtually, I go to the best of the best. Why? Because I study them, I research them, I look at their patterns, their behaviors, and when they're not in front of the camera. Because as a woman of integrity, that is how I was raised. My parents had taught me great opportunities to always do your best, do it right, and do what you love. And that's what I have to offer to you. What you see is what you get. No filter, no excuses, just results, and I show up. Life is not easy these days, ladies and gentlemen. It is difficult for individuals to cope with today's world. For those of you who don't know, I am unplugged. I am either sitting at my desk in my studio or out in nature, providing daily content, modifying, tweaking, working on major projects so I can help you, so I can provide value, content, real deal information, tips, trades, lessons that I've learned from my failures as I fall forward, pardon me. And it is truly an honor, privilege, and pleasure to connect with each and every one of you on my media platforms. A lot of you give me a thumbs up and emojis. Some of you give me comments. Others, I am truly grateful for sharing my content out. I'm organic. I'm the real deal. I'm not all about sparkly, shiny things. I'm about getting to the root cause, providing you authenticity, the truth, being vulnerable and transparent, showing up for you every single day when those individuals in your life don't. It is not easy living life today, especially for our younger generations. There's constant chaos, turmoil, trials and tribulations, and mixed messages. But what you can guarantee from me is that I will be there. Whether it be on my daily videos, whether it be on my live groups, individual and group coaching, professional speaking events, in my book that's coming up, in all of my projects, what you see is what you get. Behind the curtain, the raw, the real, and respected. I just want to help people, man. That's all I want to do. I want to be there for individuals when they are in the darkness. I want to be beside you when you get frustrated. I want to be there for you virtually to wipe away your tears and cry alongside you. I want to be there for you when you are at a crossroads and don't know which way to go. I walk beside you every step of the way. I don't believe there's people better than one another. I believe that we are all at different stages at different ages. And I believe that the truth will set us free. Are you able to put your head on the pillow at night knowing that you've acted with integrity, respect, unconditional love, and transparency in all areas of your life? Are you able to be strong enough, brave enough, and bold enough to face your abusers, naysayers, non-believers, and predators, night crawlers, and prowlers? Are you able to step into the world and shine your light of amazing opportunities that you have learned from your lessons, your losses? If you need someone to walk beside you, to hold you accountable, to hold you responsible, then I encourage you to connect with me. I truly believe that there is great value and great comfort in believing, that you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. It's just inevitable. And it starts at your early age that we lose factor into. What do I mean by that? When we are younger, if we're hungry, we feel hungry. It's a rippling effect. If you're with a bunch of children, everybody is hungry or everybody has to go to the bathroom. It's just that mentality. But like I said, as Confucius says, those who believe they can and those who believe they can't are both usually right. And in this world today, we have so much going on, distractions, interactions, you name it, that we get blurred vision. We get swayed and pulled every which way. And what I want to provide for you is learning from my lessons of failures, lessons of being vulnerable, being transparent, being let down, being having made promises and then people don't show up or they break their promises. I am here for you. I am here to get you to that next level. I am here to make sure that you are fulfilling every goal, need, and whatever it may be that you want to achieve in life. A better parent, a better spouse, a better businessman or woman, a better student, a better child, living in society without chaos and feeling comfortable within your own skin, excelling financially, excelling in your passions and dreams, and living out your life so you can be so you can be the best version of you. That's all I want. That's all I stepped into this industry for. Because of the trials and tribulations that I have gone through, experienced, I wouldn't want that on any other individual. I am here to help you and educate you and learn how to overcome bullying. Bullying is an extremely serious condition that is happening in our world today. And I'm not just talking about the bullying in schools. I'm talking about the bullying in the workplaces. I'm talking about the bullying within your home. I'm talking about the bullying from the media. I'm talking about the bullying from society in itself. Can you honestly say you feel comfortable in your own skin as soon as you walk out your front door without fearing someone to judge you, ridicule you, and make you feel less of a person than you are? I've experienced bullying of every type: emotional, mental, physical, sexual, spiritual, and that of my own mindset. How do we overcome this? There's narcissists in our world. There are predators in our world. And if it's not on the external realm, how much of it is embedded in our mind from our pre-programming of our lives? How much of it has been embedded in our mind from our parents, our childhood friends, our teachers, our coaches, our mentors, the world in its own? One day you can do this, next day you can't. One day you have to act this way, next day that's not the right way. One day you're safe doing this, next day you're not. It's constant shifting of the polar opposites of what is going to happen today in your life. That it has totally affected everyone in the mental capacity. Are you able to identify and have a clear identity of who you truly are? Or is your identity based on the adversities of your life? This is the question I have for you. Enough is enough. When are you ready to step into gear, step into action, and take the pen in your own hand and starting writing your story? The amazing legacy that you are building of unconditional love for your life. I just want to help people. I want to help individuals elevate their game, level up. It's not easy. It's not easy making that transformation. It's not easy choosing to choose the path less traveled. It's not easy stepping into your fullest potential. It's not easy going against the grain. You know why? Because it wasn't easy for me. It's a lonely path, a lonely journey. But I wanted to remind you this: the only competition you have is the reflection in the mirror. Forget about those other people. You don't know their backstory, you don't know their situation. We are so quick to compare ourselves on the social media platforms. She's doing this, he's doing that. Wait, they got this, they did that. How is that possible? You don't know the full story unless you ask questions. And that is what has propelled me to provide today's live. To give that opportunity for you to ask questions, to be vulnerable and transparent and say, I am here. I showed up as I said I would, and I'm open and ready to listen to what you have to say, what you have to believe, what questions you have in store for me. Why? Because I'm comfortable in my own skin. I had stepped into this industry after really taking a deep dive and learning that my identity has been molded from my adversity. That my identity is authentic, transparent, vulnerable, and I'm ready to share it with you. But I can't force you. I'm not here, nor have the right, nor have the role to push you to do anything you don't feel comfortable, to dictate how you should live your life. But what I do have the opportunity to do is to learn about you and to walk beside you as an equal and hold you accountable and responsible for you to achieve your goals and get you to the next level without judgment, without ridicule, without reprimand, but with unconditional love, acting with integrity, being transparent and vulnerable, and being me. That's all I know how to be. I don't play the copycat game because I failed doing that. Now, I went to the great of the greats, and I've had amazing mentors, coaches, both virtually and in person. But I'm not trying to be them. That's not who I am. That's not my chemical makeup. That's not my story. I am working on the best version of me so I can show up 100% and that for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for being present. I thank you for your honesty, your transparency, and authenticity. I just want to help people, man. That's all I want to do. And if I can do that, then I'm fulfilling my message and mission every single day. I want to thank you for your time. I will be live again for the evening segment as promised at 7 p.m. this evening, Eastern Standard Time. So check your local times guides and your time zones. I thank you truly from the bottom of my heart for being with me today. I encourage you, as you can see right here, go to AndreaMasons.com. Check out all my announcements. I've got a book coming up. I will be putting that information shortly. I've got opportunities for groups and individuals. I am booking for the third and fourth quarter for virtual and professional virtual and live speaking events. So connect with me. And remember, in this crazy game of life, at any stage, at any age, you have the right to choose the path less traveled of the life transformational journey called Press Play. Plan life according to you. My name is Andrea Mason. I believe in you. I want you to succeed. And I truly, truly live out what Walt Disney's Lilo and Stitch talks about. Ohana means family. Family means no one gets left behind nor forgotten. And I want to remind you to follow your heart, not the herd nor the hurt. For on the other side is success and happiness. I truly am grateful for this opportunity you have given me as I showed up. And I want you to excel in every aspect of your life. Know, regardless whether we've met in the past, in the present, or upcoming future, for a season, a reason, or for the long run, I am grateful to each and every one with whom I made the connection then, now, and in the future. I will be booking podcasts also for my guests for my podcasts and the end of at the end of August and September. So check that out also on my website. I will be sending out an email this week, and I have already done so. So if you have not received an email from me, DM me and send me your email address and you shall receive it. I know there's been some hiccups with technology and internet service these days, so I want to make sure everybody is included. Again, if you have not received my email, check your email spam and junk. And if you still haven't received it, go to my website at the bottom of the page and send me your email so I can keep you up to date in the loop on what's going on with me. Again, the middle of August and September, I will be having individuals and groups. If you want details on that, go to my website and connect with me. If you haven't gotten an email, DM me and share this on all media platforms, all pages. I truly appreciate your support. I welcome the unconditional love and reciprocate everything twofold back to you. I thank you for listening. I thank you for watching. I am just a few shy. Let me just double check the actual number. I believe I am 4 away from 1,000 videos on YouTube under my master playlist, which is amazing. So I am truly excited about that. It says 996, so 97, 98, 99, and 1,000 videos. So check out my playlist on YouTube. You can find that also on my website. Andrea Mason went from victim to victorious. All my media handles. And I truly want to shout out my family, friends, my Justice League tribe, as well as my Global Voice tribe, as well as those across the borders, across the waters who I have yet to meet. Thank you for your unconditional love and support. Again, check me out, AndreaMasons.com, for any questions, updates, and announcements. And again, if you have not received my email, check your junk, spam, or wrong address email folders. If not, shoot me a DM on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram and let me know. I truly appreciate. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I will be seeing you guys in approximately 9 hours and 15 minutes from now. Yes, I did the math in my head. So I thank you. For those of you on the playback, I will check out the messages to see what you have and respond back to you. Always with unconditional love from above, from my heart to yours. I am truly grateful. This is Andrea Mason, your first choice, your global voice, under the mentorship of Dr. Les Brown, alumna of Dr. Les Brown, and the creator and innovator of Press Play. Plan life according to you. Check out AndreaMasons.com, Andrea Mason on Facebook, Andrea Mason on LinkedIn, am.andreamasons at Instagram and all those fun facts. And if you didn't get an email, DM me and I'll send it to you there. Be safe, be well. Ciao.